The latest Halo Infinite update really did change everything. I'm seeing so many comments online saying, oh my god, my shots are so responsive, this is the way the game should have been. But then I'm equally seeing a lot of, oh my god, this update feels terrible, this update completely ruined the game. It is divided right down the middle. So what I'm doing today is I'm sharing my settings. This has been highly requested for a very long time. I play on very high ping, usually 170 to 250, and the new update for me actually feels a lot better. So it's my hope by me sharing my settings, it might help you guys a little bit too. So what did the new update actually do? Well, first and foremost, it removed all lag compensation. That means whoever has the best connection is often going to be able to shoot you through walls, around corners, and it brings back the classic Halo saying, ping is king. Now, if you play on say 80 to 150 ping, or God forbid you're Australian like I am, playing on 170 to 250, if someone is jiggle peeking, popping out of cover over and over again, you're going to do no damage to that player. For me, that part of the update sucks. It also reintroduced the term of a bloodshot, which means you'll shoot an enemy, you'll see blood come out of the character, however they were near a wall or they're going behind cover, and it does no damage. This is like every past Halo game, and it's the trade-off you have when you go back to the old system. The one 343 just had was very generous with hit registration, as even if you had a higher connection, you could still keep up with people on low ping. I think this is going to be the biggest learning curve for people. There's going to be a period of adjustment. You're going to hit your shots, you're going to see blood come out of the character, and you're going to be like, why didn't that kill them? It is just the new networking model. Now, a lot of people have been saying their game feels sluggish, so here's my recommendation on that. If you are on Xbox, 343 has already optimized your system for the Xbox, so what you're experiencing, everyone else on that system has it the exact same way. The best thing you can do if you're on Xbox is to make sure your controller is updated, and if your console does support 120 FPS, do it. It makes a big difference versus 60. If you're on PC and you're experiencing huge difficulties, on screen are my settings. You want everything set to low, simulation quality to ultra, depth of field to medium. If you're playing big team battle, it means you actually see the outline of the players at range. That's why I put that to medium. And then I put geometry quality to high. Geometry quality is literally the render distance. If you set it to low, you can't see people across the map. It needs to be on high. Everything else you set to low. I then go into my notepad document, and depending on your PC's power and your monitor's refresh rate, my monitor is 280 Hertz, so I set the minimum and maximum frame rates to 280. To take it a step further, if you're on Nvidia hardware and you have a monitor that has G-Sync enabled, a Halo streamer named GameSager actually spent the time to optimize the system for Nvidia users. I'm going to link that down in the comments below. Just the changes I made to the control panel of my Nvidia settings on my PC made a night and day difference. All the heavy aim, the sluggishness was gone, and if you haven't checked it out, I would highly recommend doing so. The way GameSager actually described this was every PC model is different, so just like a car, you have to tune it to its optimal settings. The Xbox is stock, every specification is the same, so 343 on their end optimizes the Xbox platform. If you're on PC, you have to do it yourself. Next up, we have controller settings, and I play on the bumper jumper layout. However, I'm actually going to recommend for everyone watching this video to use the hell jumper layout instead. It's more or less the exact same thing, but you zoom in with the left trigger. Being able to zoom in with the left trigger is a huge advantage for anyone playing Halo, as if someone is using the right stick like I do, all you have to do is hold down the left trigger zoom, and if you're at a high level, you're going to beat the thumbstick zooming player every single time. It is a huge advantage, use it. Now, I've always said when picking a sensitivity that sometimes you don't even have to copy mine. Pick something that's comfortable for you and stick with it. We all have different play styles, and the biggest problem with inconsistency is continually changing your settings. Pick something, stick with it. I never change my settings. This is what I use as a template. Look acceleration is set to 3, look sensitivity, both on 6.5. My dead zones are on screen here, and here are my movement dead zones as well. Your movement dead zones are based on your own controller. The amount of wear, each controller is different. As a general rule, you set your dead zones to 0 and then you raise it 1 point at a time until you don't have stick drift anymore. For me, it's around 6 to 7. As a very quick side note, a lot of people always ask about my offsets, which is how my weapons look in game. They're all basically negative 50%. So you can copy that too if you like. Even though I've given you guys my settings, I really think it's just going to take time before people adjust to the new model. It is very different. It is very similar to past Halo games, and I even think on 343's end, since people are complaining, they're going to make further optimizations to make it better for everyone. At the end of the day, this system is better as it feels like like a proper Halo game now. The physics feel like a Halo title. Desync was such a big issue. When I was playing, I would actually fall into forge pieces. My character would sink through them and then teleport back on top of them. It was horrible, so I'm super glad this is fixed. The only other tip I can give you guys is if you're noticing your FPS going down as you play, a quick restart of the game will often make the game run smoother. So they are my settings. It is everything I use on the game. Pick something that's comfortable for you, stick with it, don't change too much, and I think in time with this new networking model, most people will get used to it. It's just going to take time. So thank you for watching. I hope this was informative, and I'll see you guys later.